Yo, it's Midas. Today's video is how I'll teach you guys how to make millions on the SUI ecosystem. That's with Deepbook Protocol, Cetus, and many other notable picks on SUI. If you already know already and have been following my channel, I'm very bullish on SUI. I believe it's going to be the top blockchain and also the next Solana of this bull run. SUI, as you know, was built by ex-Meta engineers. So people that started Facebook, they left their company at Meta to start SUI, and that's why I'm so bullish on it. As well as with the low transaction fees and how fast it is, I believe SUI is the next contender to be the apex blockchain, as well as the next competitor to Solana, and this is why. So disclaimer, everything said in this video is only for educational purposes. Make sure to always do your own research. So this is why you should listen to me. Will I beat the S&P 500 by 103x between 2024 to 2025? If you want the proof of how I did this, check out the link tree on my YouTube description. It has the date of all my calls, the tickers I had called, where the call was posted, whether it was my YouTube channel or TikTok, as well as the total P&L, which is over 3,000%. And this is why you should listen to me for crypto advice. Well, I've been in the crypto space since 2020, been investing in Bitcoin since 20K, and overcame the FTX crash. And I had made over 1.5K gains by investing in the crypto markets. This is through purely on only altcoins, not meme coins. I don't do meme coins. I believe it's a scam. So this is going on to that point where I do not invest in meme coins. I do not pump and dump coins. You might see this on a lot of other TikTok pages, YouTube accounts. They just post up dumb meme coins and expect the followers to buy in. And they do buy in because they're not very educated in the crypto markets. But that's how they get you. They do it on purpose. They get paid in order to promote these coins by the developers. And when they do it, these developers buy in early before even the public or you guys even know about it. And as soon as you guys buy in, they just rug you guys, take all the liquidity, and that's where the term rug pull gets in. But yeah, I do not do this on this channel. All my picks are based off of thorough research. I have tried meme coin trading and conclude that it can work, but the risk to reward is just not worth it. You do need to be chronically online 24/7. I know guys, I have buddies that are really into meme coin trading, but they're not influencers. They do not influence you guys to buy these coins or even promote meme coin trading. If they have, gotta think this way, if they are very good at meme coin trading, they will not share that strategy with you. They'll likely gatekeep it and just make all the money themselves. Why would they bother teaching you guys this knowledge if it was so good for them that they were able to make such a large percent gains? I invest primarily in altcoins. So altcoins are cryptos that have technical utility. I invest in altcoins like how I pick my stocks. I treat them like early stage tech companies, which they basically are. And you can see my track record of following this crypto investing strategy. So this is my crypto track record on how I made a 1.5K% gains in the crypto markets. These are my calls. I called Bitcoin at 20K, Ethereum at 1.1K. I put a lot of money into Solana at $10 during the FTX crash. SUI at 85 cents. That was before even the tariffs crashed the market. I was very bullish on SUI. I found that in 2024 before it even ran up. Deepbook at 5 cents, ONDO Finance at 56 cents, Cetus at 5 cents before it was Binance hacked, before the Binance listing as well as the hack. But by following this crypto investing strategy that I created, the strategy will be shared soon. I'm able to find these winners before they explode. And this is where you can find all my crypto picks. It's all on my YouTube description, on my link tree. There should be different boxes as to my crypto and stock portfolio. So my TikTok got banned at 6.3K followers, but now it's recovered now. So if you want to check out my TikTok, I post a lot of different fast-paced content there. A lot of my calls are posted first on TikTok. It's a lot easier to edit compared to YouTube. That's at greedy underscore Midas. And if I ever get banned again, check out my other TikTok account, which is at greedy Midas. I'm also releasing an exclusive Midas Discord community. This is a Discord community where I want to teach you guys how I'm able to beat the S&P 500 by 103x, how to meet other ambitious guys that want to become financially free, and people that are very bullish on crypto and stocks and want that alpha and real-time calls. I'll be posting all my calls a lot faster on Discord than even my YouTube, my TikTok, my X, or my Instagram. They'll be posted on this community. It's going to be very exclusive, limited amount of spots. So if you want to join the waitlist. It's on my YouTube description, on my link tree. And this Discord will be live once I hit 1,000 subs on YouTube and 10,000 followers on TikTok. I'm very close to both milestones, so stay tuned. But let's get to the bread and butter of this video, which is starting off, SUI got hacked. Am I so bullish? Well, if you think that SUI got hacked recently, this is wrong. SUI did not get hacked. Cetus, a DEX on the SUI ecosystem, got hacked. If you want, pause this video and take a look at the X post. But this issue was already solved, but it became a dilemma in the SUI ecosystem space where should users in the blockchain of SUI aim for decentralization or users getting their money back? So essentially, the whole premise of this is that some hackers, I don't know from where, but they hacked the Cetus DEX and stole around 400 million off the DEX, just the liquidity pools and everything. And they still made it with around 240 million, but SUI froze 160 million from the hackers before they can bridge all of it to Ethereum. And if they unfreeze the funds, users can get their money back. However, this would breach decentralization since a blockchain is not supposed to be controlled by anyone, including the developers of the blockchain. And people in X are debating about this, saying that, it's not decentralized, you're basically still controlling the markets. Well, of course, people that got hacked and got their money stolen from these supposedly secure liquidity pools are losing a lot of money. Well, what SUI did was that they ended up giving the money back and decided to not go for just fully decentralization. And I believe in that. I believe that there still needs to be some sort of control. It can't just be a free-for-all with blockchain, especially with so many scammers. So I'm glad that SUI did this. But keep in mind that SUI did not get hacked. Cetus DEX on SUI got hacked. But this is just a dilemma as to how SUI was able to rectify. Could have been, a worse situation if SUI wasn't able to freeze any assets and the hackers made out with $400 million. But at least some money was able to be given back to those that got hacked. But even despite this hacking incident, I'm still very bullish on SUI and Cetus. Cetus is the main DEX on SUI. It might give it some backlash, but they still have the most users. Most other blockchain projects like Solana or Ethereum got hacked in the previous bull run of 2021. Despite that, maybe the price crashed a bit, but that didn't mean that people were not bullish on it. It went to all-time highs despite these hacks. Honestly, these hacks, you can think of it as a stress test. If you have a lot of users and a lot of people that want to shut you down, whether it's hackers, people are going to try to tear you down with these hacks. But despite these hacks, causing some unfortunate news, it also teaches Web3 as well as many of these DEX projects to enhance their security to not get hacked in the future. So I believe that with these more stress tests happening in the future, the security measures of these crypto projects are definitely going to increase. But because of this, let's get into why I'm still bullish on SUI as a whole. And this is how to become a millionaire with SUI. And the name of the game is to do not hold SUI. But this is the TLDR. This will be a long video, but it had a lot of important views and points. So stay to the very end. But if you can only invest in one coin this bull run, my personal pick, as someone who beat the S&P 500 by 103x, is to buy SUI. SUI is the apex coin this bull run. I believe that SUI is the next Solana. So because of this, if we know, and I know, that SUI will outperform the most coins this bull run, how can we leverage this? Well, first of all, don't hold SUI. Invest in project on the SUI ecosystem. Every project right now is undervalued compared to other larger chains like Solana and Ethereum. These are my top picks on the SUI ecosystem. The most likely to outperform SUI is Deep. The gem hidden in plain sight is Cetus. The TVL holding higher than the market cap is Scallop and Navi Protocol. And the rising star SUI projects are KDX, Send, and Bluefin. But let's get to the main point of the video, which is to do not hold SUI. Invest in projects on the SUI ecosystem. I want you guys to look at the top SUI ecosystem tokens by market cap. Find one that has utility and a good narrative. My top picks for this are Cetus and Deepbook Protocol. And like I mentioned, every project on SUI right now is undervalued. Deep, so a lot of these numbers are all a bit off because this is from a repurposed video that I made a couple of months back when I wasn't as big. But now you can take a look at this, take a look at all the market caps, the price of it right now, and compare it to today's price, check out coin market cap, and then just take that and compare it to, for example, Solana's ecosystem. We have a meme coin and two dexes that are in the top 100 cryptos and have a market cap over 1 billion. And that's Solana. Just imagine if SUI is the next Solana. Why can't SUI projects on the SUI ecosystem rise to the occasion and be at the same market cap as Solana? So keep that in mind when you're thinking about these different picks that I'm presenting. The name of the game that I always preach on this channel is to find winners, not losers. Don't try to find a coin on SUI that will 100x. That is just a pipe dream. Exact same similar concept of buying meme coins. It's all a scam, it's all a gamble. But let's say we have an example here. So let's say SUI goes to 40 USD, bullish case, from its current price of around 5 USD. That's the 8x. But if Cetus or Deepbook protocol reaches 5 billion, which is a bullish case, but is possible from many other dexes on Solana and Ethereum reaching that market cap during bull runs, then Cetus will reach 7.8 for a price of 30 cents, which is a 26x, and Deep will reach $2 for a price of 20 cents, which is a 10x. So the name of the game is that you are betting that SUI will outperform, which I believe it will. So now is the time to maximize your gains from being early on that specific blockchain. Another example, imagine being early into the Ethereum ecosystem. Maybe when it was back at $1,000, you would have gotten Chainlink at 30 cents with a market cap of 200 million, and Uniswap at $3 with a market cap of 400 million. Well, now compare that to Chainlink's current valuation at 10 billion and Uniswap at 5 billion. You can put those calculations into ChatGPT, but you would have made a lot of money just from getting into Ethereum early. But let's get to the picks. So my first pick is Deepbook Protocol, which is most likely to outperform SUI. Deepbook is the official leverage play of the SUI blockchain, built by the SUI team, and it's a DeFi layer of SUI. And the reason why I'm bullish on SUI is that SUI is part of the X meta engineer narrative. If you're curious as to why I'm so bullish on SUI compared to any other blockchain, take a look at my video labeled SUI the next Solana. And in that video, I list out the whole breakdown as to why I'm so bullish on SUI. Take a look at that. And if you see SUI going to 30 USD, which is a 6x, Deepbook would do the 10x or more, but has more risk if SUI dips, similar to buying Bitcoin versus buying a Bitcoin miner. If Bitcoin 2x's, then a Bitcoin miner will 5x. And every DeFi project on SUI has the option to access the Deepbook Club. They are collecting transaction fees from many major projects like Cetus, turbos, etc. That means they are collecting transaction fees from 7 DEXs currently. Deepbook's already implemented into 6 DeFi projects on SUI. But imagine the scale in the next 4 years when more developers move into SUI and create more projects that are going to be having a vast ecosystem equivalent to Solana's DeFi projects. Another pick is Cetus, the gem hidden in plain sight. Most used DEX in SUI by total volume of transactions. SUI hit 48 billion in trading volume in 2024. 65% came from Cetus. They are catching up to the volume of transactions by the largest DEXs on all blockchains, like Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Jupiter. It's more or less buying Jupiter or on Solana or Uniswap on Ethereum early in 2021. DEXs perform very well during bull runs from the large volume of transactions for swaps, lendings, borrowing, trading, etc. And this is looking into the big picture of SUI. But SUI recently hit the top 10 cryptos in the world with a market cap of 15 billion. Cetus Protocol has a market cap of 85 billion and is the most used DEX on SUI. This is the main reason why I'm so bullish on Cetus. There's no way that Cetus is this undervalued when it's a DEX that, despite getting hacked, is still the most used DEX on SUI, which is a top 10 coin. Another pick is Scallop and Navi Protocol, which has a total value locked higher than the market cap. Both Scallop and Navi Protocol are both lending and borrowing platforms for assets on SUI, like SUI, Deepbook, USDC, Scallop. Scallop's total market cap is just ignore these numbers, they're a bit different now, but you can compare the market cap to the total value locked, and it's a significant amount different. Like 15 million to 165 million is huge. You might be wondering, are these platforms legit? Well, I use Scallop personally for staking all of my Deepbook protocol, my SUI for roughly around a 30% APR. So I'm making around 100 deep every single day. And both platforms are backed by security firms to protect assets, so OtterSect and MoveBit. That means that these lending platforms are very secure. And these are the Rising Star SUI projects. We have KDX, Bluefin, and Send. They do have a better UI because they are newer than all the other DEXs on SUI. However, they don't have all the same features with minimal differences. Cetus is still the main SUI DEX, having all the features and most DeFi projects. They have integrated the aggregator swap feature into most of the projects like Send and Hippo. Bluefin does not have an aggregator yet, or has a Deepbook trading functionality, which are key components of the SUI ecosystem for DeFi. But when looking at these new upcoming projects, look at the community, the tech, what features they have compared to the competitors, what is their edge, the tokenomics, etc. And keep in mind that just because a product has a better UI does not mean it's better. The winner takes all in crypto, and the winner is usually the someone that has the most users on that ecosystem. But this is a long video. I'm glad if you guys stayed to the end. But this is how I'm planning to make millions on the SUI ecosystem, which I believe is going to be the top blockchain for this bull run and is the next Solana. But if you have any questions, list them in the comments below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.